This is the famous El Capitan in Yosemite National Park. It's October 1st, 2021, and it is 7:20 in the morning. The sunlight is just touching the top of El Capitan. I believe this side of the granite is called the dawn face or something like that, because the sun hits this side. And this is the side I think that Tommy Caldwell climbed, and maybe others. He climbed it, whatever they call it, freehand, no ropes, just hands. Plotted out his route, and he did it. It's absolutely amazing. Several thousand feet high. We're happy to be back in Yosemite. Right now it's pretty quiet, it's early. To the right here, I think these are what they call the Three Brothers, I think. You can see there was a fire here, as it seems there is everywhere. So we're going to continue down the valley and try to find a place to park. We couldn't stay in the park because it filled up so fast. And we'll have some breakfast in a little while. Welcome to Yosemite National Park. We're in Yosemite Valley, right near Yosemite Falls, which is probably dry right now this time of year. We'll probably go check it out in a little bit. Another beautiful blue sky. Almost the entire trip has been like this. No smoke. Absolutely beautiful. These are some ponderosa pines right here. One of my favorite trees. I love the bark. More tall trees. So it was right on this path, just about in this spot where Kathy took a picture of me walking toward the camera 41 years ago. So we'll have to compare shots somewhere. And between these trees up there on the cliff, on the walls of the valley, that is Upper Yosemite Falls, right in the center of the picture. Totally dry today on October 1st. And there's virtually nobody here. This is really amazing. I did not expect this. So we're going to try to head over to Lower Yosemite Falls and see if we can take a look. But there's absolutely no water right now. In fact, right here, right about over there, is Lower Yosemite Falls, but hard to see because there's nothing there. Okay, well, not today because there's no water flowing at all. We are at the base of Lower Yosemite Falls, and it's amazingly quiet. There's only a few people here today. Falls are absolutely dry right in front of us. In the summer, there'll be dozens of people swimming up there in those rocks, getting wet. And just to the left of the tree, right in the middle, the second tallest, there's a little spire, actually a very big spire, that's jutting out from the edge of the top. And people, I believe, sometimes climb that. Here's where the water flows down through these rocks here. We found a visitor over here. What do you think of this cat returning after 41 years?
I love it. Especially the last time we were here was flooded with people. And the falls were full, was rushing down over the rocks.
It's so quiet.
And now there's no water and there's no people. Hardly any people. It's so quiet. I love it. I love this. It is early morning, about 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
And there you have Yosemite Falls, Lower Falls.
Just imagine.
Which has no water right now.
There's a big rock fall. If you can see it, there's that spire. To the left of the big prominence, there's a little spire. Well, here we have Grandma Kathy in action, writing out her postcards that the kids will receive soon. Last time it only took a couple of days. And right now, as we sit here outside the visitor center and the Ansel Adams Gallery in the valley, we are getting smoked out with fire smoke. And for the first time on this trip, my throat is getting kind of choked off. And the beautiful towering cliffs we were looking at before are now enshrouded in smoke from all the forest fires in the area. Our reservations in Kings Canyon and Sequoia National Park were canceled by the National Park Service because of fires. So we will not be going to those two parks. And I guess we're pretty darn close to the smoke, because here it is. I don't know if you can see it in the back, but it just looks white, I'm sure, but that's all fire smoke. So Grandma's writing out the cards. This one goes to Jamie.
Jamie.
And there's more for the other kids here. So these here are little piles of kindling that they have as a fire prevention. So if the fire gets close, they set these things on fire to burn up all the fuel. I think to keep the fire from closing the road or jumping across the road. There's more of these things on the other side. and it is super smoky. This is the worst smoke we've seen. The only other smoke we really saw on this trip, fire smoke, really was in Denver when we landed, and that had like an orange brown thick presence. And this here, you might be able to see the top of the cliffs there. Yosemite Falls is up there, but now it's just enshrouded in smoke. It really came in big time around 11 o'clock. And those are the valley walls I'm looking at. We could barely see them, I'm sure. Here's more of these pyres of wood. Yep. A lot of fires around here. Yosemite in smoke. Between those trees is the path we were walking on before, and then Yosemite Falls, minus the water, right dead center, with plenty of smoke. So we are walking across Swinging Bridge, a footbridge that crosses over the Merced River, and the smoke has abated a little bit. So the Merced River is very low, but there's something in it.
Picture over here.
Kind of a nice bridge.
Oops. The others coming. Alright, look, Pally, anything?
And as you can see, the sky is getting a little bit more blue again. Things are improving. It's about 3:30, so hopefully in an hour or two it'll get even better. Beautiful meadows in this area. And like all the parks, everywhere you look, it's beautiful. Kathy enjoyed this walk a lot.
I did. I do.
Just a little late afternoon stroll.